Subaru overtakes Toyota and Lexus to become number one in reliability for 2024 Consumer Reports. Who had that on their 2024 bingo card? So yes, guys, you heard that right. Subaru has snagged the number one spot, toppling Toyota and Lexus in reliability. Now, Consumer Reports recently put out their end of the year article on reliability study. And now this is not a scientific study. This is not a mass of culminated data from across the country and across all brands. It's more of a questionnaire, so to say, for Subaru owners, Toyota owners, Honda owners to come in and report on their vehicle mileage, age, issues they had, just like a survey of customer satisfaction, more or less, as I understand it. And Subaru has snagged the number one spot from Toyota and Lexus that held that spot for many years. Now, all of you know that Toyota and Lexus are synonymous with reliability and being a great car, and I hear it constantly here in the comment section anytime I talk about a Subaru. But this year, Subaru has scored much higher than 22 other brands, well, 22 brands altogether, and that includes the Toyota and Lexus brand, which, as most of us know and have kept up with the news, they have been struggling in the last little bit with reliability and build quality issues. Just to name a few off the top of my head, the GR Corolla spontaneously combusting, the Toyota Tundra engine failures, among a few others that we won't touch on right now. So we're going to look at the article from Consumer Reports right now, and it was by Stephen Ellick. Now, I'm just going to skim over it a little bit, put it on screen. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out the article yourself and look at the charts and the parameters they used. We'll skim over that information here and then break down into why I think Subaru has always been a very reliable vehicle, despite the negative things you hear about Subaru online, in the press, and just all around. So let's go ahead and look at this article real quick. So starting out, diving into this, they state that having an unreliable vehicle is a financial burden more times than not, which I totally agree with, especially when an average new car costs about $48,000, which I think is absolutely insane for a vehicle, and I would pay nowhere near that for a vehicle this day and age. That's why I love Subarus. They're cheap, they're affordable, and, as we now know, very reliable, which I already knew, and most of you did too. Now, looking into this, we calculate predicted reliability ratings on almost every new car, truck, and SUV on the market using data with Consumer Reports and Reliability Survey, which is used to ask members about their vehicles and issues they had on them. Now, in the testing, they are finally getting more data on hybrids and EVs because they're relatively new to the market. And with that information, they are finding a reinforcement of what they have always told people, which is be wary of buying an all-new vehicle. Wait a couple of years for the bugs to get worked out, which is great advice. I follow the same advice and give the same advice. You always need to be leery about buying a brand new, all-new, redesigned vehicle because first years always have liability issues and or just bugs and kinks to work out on these cars being first year out into the world. Now, looking at the Subaru top reliability, now they tested not all the models across all of the brands. So Subaru, they didn't have the WRX, they didn't have the BRZ included in that. Toyota didn't have the GR Corolla. I don't think the Supra was included. So this is not every single vehicle that the brand sells. This is, well, it's Consumer Reports. So I'm assuming that it is more the average median kind of vehicle. So your Foresters, your Crosstreks, and Prezas, Outback, Legacy that has now met its untimely doom, and the Ascent. I believe that the Solterra may or may not have been in this, just glancing through this. We'll go back down here. We'll look at the chart now, put that on screen. Subaru, as you see at number one with 68 points of reliability, or 68 percentile of 100. I'm not exactly sure what their metric is on this. But right below is Lexus, Toyota, Honda, Acura, and Mazda rounding out the top six, dominated by the Japanese market vehicles. Then coming in with the Germans with the Audi and BMW. And you can read the rest for yourself. So, Subaru being king I'm going to keep gloating on that a little bit. So every year, Consumer Reports asks its members about problems they've had with their vehicle in the previous 12 months. This year, we gathered data from more than 300,000 vehicles and from the model years of 2000 to 2024, and they sprinkled in some 2025s depending on how early in 2024 into 2023 they were released. So this is not just the last 5 years of Subaru and Toyota and Lexus. This is the last 24 years or 25 years roundabout of vehicles. So we're looking at everything from the 2000s Outback with the old EJ in it all the way up to this year's. So it's not just, oh, they finally got it figured out. Oh, they're finally reliable in the last 2-3 years. It's not a small sample size. It's a survey from 2000 to 2024. So that is something to keep in mind. So I've gotten everything I need to get out of this article for the video and shown you guys. Again, any of you that are interested in reading the whole thing, going through it top to bottom, inside and out, I'll try to leave the link in the description for you to check out. Now, I've been preaching here for many, many years about Subaru's reliability, cost of ownership, and easy servicing DIY. And finally feel some vindication in what I've been talking about for years, talking about the Subaru brand in this article. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, are already in the comment section typing below that I'm an idiot and everyone that loves Subarus are idiots and Toyota's king and Lexus is king and they'll always be king. Again, fire off in the comment section below. Let me know why you feel the way you do. Subaru owners, don't forget to jump in there and defend your brand as well. I mean, you know, it kind of comes down to the whole Chevy versus Ford thing. For some reason, it's now Toyota versus everything Japanese, which is kind of funny in the fact that Toyota owns 20% stake in Subaru. But again, we've talked about Subarus for years and years and years here on the channel, and I've preached about how they are very cost effective, especially used. They can be extremely reliable when you take care of them, maintain them properly, and don't dog them and beat them and abuse them. And how they're extremely easy to take care of and maintain yourself without having to shell out tons and tons of money to the dealership, to independent repair, and to, you know, the Jiffy Lubes of the world, so to say, quick lube places. So there's a lot of good about the Subaru brand, and this kind of just reinforces it for me and hopefully reinforces it for you and other people that have had this negative experience or this negative image in their head about the Subaru brand in the past, because Subaru has been dragged through the mud time and time again for years and years and years. The head gasket issues of the old EJ series, and in modern times with the CVT transmission issues. And, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what brand you pick, no matter what brand you drive, no matter what vehicle you're talking about, every single one of them on that list will fail, will break down, will have an issue, whether it's a Toyota, a Kia, a Chevy, a Ford, whatever. They all have issues, they all break down, and they will all need to be repaired. We're not saying that Subaru is infallible. We know that there are common issues, and we talk about those common issues, and a lot of people hear me talk about those common issues and say, oh, Subarus are junk, I'll never buy one of those things. That's horrible. You'd never have those issues on Toyota. That's absolutely not true. There's plenty of Toyota engine series that have known head gasket failures. There are many Toyotas that have massive recalls and massive issues and have had part redesigns, just the same as Subaru, Honda, Chevy, Ford, any of the other brands. If you look at anything through a microscope, you'll find the issue when you look for it. But as a whole, again, I do think that Subaru is a very reliable vehicle. From just personal experience, I've probably owned 40, 50 some odd Subarus in the last 15, 20 years. I currently own, last I counted, 24 of them. So I have quite a bit of experience with not only just working on and maintaining and repairing them, being a Subaru owner and driving them daily. The Subaru I'm driving right now is a 2011 Outback with 224,000 miles on it. Got a 2015 Outback with 255,000 miles on it. I've got, you know, plenty of Subarus that are higher mileage that have not had massive failures, haven't had catastrophic failures, haven't financially bankrupted me from the failures, and none of them have left me stranded on the side of the road in the time that I've been a Subaru owner. So I will sit here and continue to preach about Subaru being a great car, being reliable, being a good value, etc., but I will not stop again, on the flip side of that, talking about common issues with them, showing you how to diagnose those issues, how to repair those issues, and how to save money when those issues occur, which will occur on any brand you pick, whether it be Subaru, Honda, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, a Chrysler product, or a Kia, Hyundai, etc. It will happen. It's going to come. And just knowing about it and being informed is your best information, your best way to go forward is to know about these common issues so you're not stuck out in the dark, completely clueless when something happens, you have a breakdown, you have an issue, a check engine light pops on, etc. Knowledge is power. An informed consumer is a powerful consumer. So that's why I do these videos, and that's why I feel a little bit of vindication and a little bit of pounding my chest here, I guess, strutting around proud to say that Subaru scored high in reliability. Because, again, I thought it was a great brand, and I know it's a great brand, and it's nice to see some recognition for the brand after years and years of people thinking about the head gaskets and the transmissions and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, while on the topic of reliability, don't forget that you're always going to have to worry about maintenance and repairs along the way. And the best way to keep your Subaru reliable is with Subaru Genuine Parts. And the best place you can get Subaru Genuine Parts is SubaruPartsDeals.com. Check out SubaruPartsDeals.com, your online retailer for genuine Subaru parts. Easy to navigate website. You can search by model, year, and trim, or you can simply type in your VIN number to easily find the parts you need for your Subaru. Or you can shoot them a call or an email, and their staff will be glad to help you figure out what parts you need for your DIY Subaru repair projects. As a big thanks to you viewers, SubaruPartsDeals.com has offered up a promo code Mr. Subaru in all caps, good for 15% off shipping of your order. SubaruPartsDeals.com, a Subaru genuine certified seller of parts for your Subaru vehicle. Anytime you get ready to do any repair on your Subaru, check them out, price them out. They got some of the best prices out there on Subaru genuine parts. Any of you that have any comments, leave it below. I want to hear from you Toyota lovers. I never get tired of hearing from you Toyota lovers that come on here to bash Subaru and anything that's not a Toyota. It's kind of like the guys that are borderline cultists for a certain oil company or oil products company. They never let me hear the end of why theirs is the biggest, best, etc. Toyota owners can kind of be the same way. Honda, Toyota, Subaru, Lexus, Chevrolet, Dodge, whatever, it doesn't matter. Again, at the end of the day, it's a vehicle. It's to get you transported around. But again, let me know your thoughts and feelings on this. Do you think Subaru is a reliable vehicle? Do you think it is a good vehicle to buy in the used segment versus new? Just let me know what you think about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one.